With the Nintendo Switch being out for 6 years now, we are nearing the release of the next console. Even if it's a copy of the Switch or an entirely new console, there have to be changes. Even though the Switch was a good console, it had its shortcomings. In this video, I won't be making the next console, but I'll be telling what things the Switch missed and this console can't. With that being said, enjoy the show. Right off the bat, when we are talking about flaws, we have to address the bullshit that is the voice chat system. Nintendo wants you to use a godforsaken system just to talk through a mobile app that less than 0 people use. Nintendo, just do what every other console does and either make your own voice chat servers or let the users install Discord onto their Nintendo Switch, or the future console. I don't know if the next console will make use of the Joy-Cons, but if they do, they have to make a second generation without Joy-Con drift. In most games it's not a huge deal, but I personally play a lot of open world games and having something like Joy-Con drift can really destroy the fun of that. I've been making use of a Pro Controller for half a year now, but people shouldn't have to pay $80 just to play without drift. Nintendo, please fix this. I have another problem with the Switch and I have to tell a backstory for this. Every time I travel to other countries, I bring an entire Switch set including a dock and an HDMI cable so that I can play games in my hotel room. When I'm done with gaming at night, I want to watch some movies. However, this is not possible because of the goofy AHA TVs they have that don't do shit other than show Comedy Central in the local language. Then I go to the eShop and search for every streaming service out there and nothing is there. Long story short, give us streaming services because I want to watch How I Met Your Mother for the 7th time. When the Nintendo Switch first launched, there was a tab labeled Themes in the settings. This caused a lot of fans to think that there would be themes coming out throughout the Switch's life cycle and have themes for different Nintendo games that you would get once you entered a cartridge or you bought the game in the eShop. However, this didn't happen. We only got light mode and dark mode. This was a wasted opportunity for Nintendo and this needs to come back to the next console, preferably in the way I just described it. Also, have you ever played an online game on the Switch? The online servers on the Switch suck. In games like Mario Kart and Animal Crossing, this is kind of okay, but in online Smash games, there will be at least 2 loading screens per match if you play in different regions. There's a very easy solution to this. Fix the goddamn servers. This doesn't need to be hard, Nintendo. You are a billion-dollar company and your servers are worse than the average mobile game. Next up are achievements. I mean, you might not think it, but I also play on Steam and PlayStation, and whilst playing on those platforms, I like to hunt for achievements. This would be a very easy implementation to the next console. There would be achievements, and unlocking them will show on your profile just like on Steam, PlayStation, or Xbox. Throughout the years, I have built up some friend groups. Some of these are my real-life friends, and some are fellow YouTubers you might see in my other videos. With both of those groups, I play a lot of Nintendo games. And how nice would it be to have a general chatting area in which you can send game invites and talk to multiple friends at a time through a group chat. This would make hosting game nights and tournaments much easier. Believe me, I have some experience on that front. As a last change, I want there to be more Amiibo compatibility. I've talked about this in a previous video, but I'll sum it up here as well. Amiibos are a fun collectible you can use in your average Nintendo game. Not only do I want Amiibos to stay and get more credit, but I also want the Amiibos to have data to store more than one game. Right now you can only have data for one game at a time stored in your Amiibo. This means that if you have a level 50 Amiibo in Smash for Wii U, you have to delete that in order to play with that Amiibo in Smash Ultimate. This really sucks and I want it to be fixed. The fact that the cartridges for the Switch are so small and can hold that much data means that we can also fix this. At the end of the day, the Switch is still one of my favorite consoles. It is a console that has comforted me for 6 years now. Even though the games are mostly ports from the Wii U, means that there will be a lot of new games for the next console. I love this area of Nintendo and I will enjoy it as long as it lasts. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to show it by pressing the thumbs up button and consider subscribing because it helps me out a lot. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day and I'll see you on the next one.